All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Jumpstart today. I'm teacher Miranda, and I'd love everyone else to introduce themselves too.
Hi guys, I'm teacher Shania.
Hi, I'm teacher Faith.
Hi, I'm teacher Mahadir.
Hi, I'm teacher Shruti.
And hi, I'm teacher Desiree.
Welcome. And we're going to sing the Jumpstart's welcome song. All right. So, Jumpstart's here today. Jumpstart's here today. We are so happy that Jumpstart's here today. All right.
Good morning, friends. Today is our first implementation, and we're going to be reading the book Matthew and Tilly. So we're going to go over the book anatomy. This is the front cover, and on this cover, you can see the author and illustrator. So the book is written by Rebecca C. Jones and illustrated by Beth Peck. And in the spine, you also see the title and the writer and illustrator. Do you guys remember what the spine does? Holds all the pages together in the book. And on the back, this is the back cover, which usually shows like a summary of the book. And so the message pack. Today, we will read about two friends who get angry at each other. Okay. So again, here's the front cover, and you see Matthew and Tilly. This is what they look like. Matthew and Tilly were friends. They rode bikes together, and they played hide and seek together. They sold lemonade together. When business was slow, they played sidewalk games together. So as you guys can see, all the pictures are showing what they do throughout their days. And sometimes they eat ice cream cones together. So friends, the word together means to do something with another person. And right here, I just have two people holding hands. That can be something that people do together. Like in the book, they ride bikes, they sell lemonade, they play games, and they eat together. Once they even rescued a lady's kitten from a tree together. The word rescue, friends, means to save a person or a thing from danger. And here I have an example. This person is saving someone from falling off of something high. And here's just them. They saved the kitten by climbing a ladder. The lady gave them money for the bubble gum machines. So as a reward for saving the kitten, that's what she gave them. So later they chewed gum together and remembered how brave they had been. The word brave means to be unafraid of something. So climbing up a tree to save a kitten might be something that kids are scared of, but they weren't. And here I just have a picture of a superhero. Superheroes are usually really brave and they always rescue people. Sometimes though, Matthew and Tilly got sick of each other. One day when they were coloring, Matthew broke Tilly's purple crayon. He didn't mean to, but he did. Here shows that she's kind of upset at him for breaking her crayon. And in this picture, it looks like Tilly walked away from him after he did that. You broke my crayon, Tilly, Tilly said in her crabbiest voice. It was an old crayon, Matthew said in his grouchiest voice. It was ready to break. No, it wasn't, Tilly said. It was a brand new crayon, and you broke it. You always break everything. Stop being so picky, Matthew said. You're always so picky and stinky and mean. Well, you're so stupid, Tilly said. You're so stupid and stinky and mean. So you guys, they're really mad at each other and they're arguing over this crayon that has been broken. Matthew stomped up the stairs by himself. Stomp means to hit your feet really hard as you walk. This is usually something that people do when they're really upset. And if you guys look closely, it says that he went by himself. They usually do everything together, but they're mad at each other. So he went upstairs by himself. And here he's maybe crying or maybe just really upset about the conversation that they just had. And Tilly went off to do her own thing. She's playing sidewalk games. Tilly found a piece of chalk and began drawing numbers and squares on the sidewalk by herself. So they're each doing their own thing. They're not together anymore. Upstairs, Matthew got out his cash register and some cans so he could play store. He piled the cans extra high and put prices on everything. This was the best store he had ever made. Probably because that picky and stinky and mean old Tilly wasn't around to mess it up. But he didn't have a customer, and playing store wasn't much fun without a customer. So here he has the best store he's ever made, but no one else to play with. So he's feeling kind of sad about that. And Tilly probably made this really fun chalk game, but she's the only one there to play. And Tilly finished drawing the numbers in squares. She drew them really big with lots of squiggly lines. This is the best sidewalk game she had ever drawn, probably because that stupid and stinky and mean old Matthew wasn't around to mess it up. But she didn't have anyone to play with, and a sidewalk game wasn't much fun without another player. So she's just really bored, just staring at the walls without her friends to play with. Matthew looked out the window and wondered what Tilly was doing. Tilly looked up at Matthew's window and wondered what he was doing. She smiled, just a little. That was enough for Matthew. I'm sorry, she called. So am I, said Tilly. And Matthew ran downstairs so they could play. Together again. So when people say sorry to each other and they accept their apologies, that is forgiveness. So usually before someone forgives someone, they're really sad or upset at them. And after the apology is made and accepted, they start to be happy with them again. And that's what happened with Matthew and Tilly. Okay, so guys, we're gonna do a reading extension for the vocabulary words that we just learned in Matthew and Tilly. So first up is together. As you guys remember, Matthew and Tilly did everything together. And while doing so, they probably held hands or locked arms with each other, like I'm doing with the teacher. So this is usually what people do when they're together, when they do activities together. So there's an example of that. Do you guys remember what stomp means? when Matthew got really upset, he started to stomp. So that's just when you're walking, but it's really exaggerated and you're trying to make it really loud. So yeah, slam your feet on the ground. That's what stomping is. And next, which was one of the main events in the book, Tilly blamed Matthew for breaking her crayon. So blaming is when you believe somebody is responsible for doing something really bad. So say I were to take something from Teacher Janesi and blame Teacher Miranda for it.
Not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair because she didn't do it. I know that I did it. Now, when you do something like that to somebody, you usually want to apologize to them. And once the apology is given, Teacher Miranda will hopefully forgive me and go from feeling upset about what I did to happy with me again. So Teacher Miranda, I'm really sorry for blaming you.
I accept your apology.
And that is what forgiveness means, friends. Now Teacher Janesi will show us a really fun transition activity.
Hey friends, today we're gonna be singing a nursery rhyme called Hey Diddle Diddle for the lyrics. Teacher Shania, would you mind holding these so our friends can see? Okay, so it goes, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Okay, let's do it one more time. Fast, a little faster. I'll make that our little friends spread out. Okay. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Yay! Thanks for singing along, friends.
Nice job, friends. And now Teacher Miranda has a fun movement activity for us.
All right, so our movement activity comes with some little cubes called dice, and these have 6 sides that each have, this one has a different activity, like stomping, which was a word we learned in our story, and jumping, which I think you guys probably already know how to do. And then this one has numbers on it. So we're going to throw our dice and then we're going to do the activity the number of times that it says on here. All right, so let's see. I'm throwing them and I'm getting 4 jumps. So let's all jump 4 times. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was exciting. Okay, let's do it again.
1 squat.
I got 1 squat. Okay, so let's all stand up and do 1 squat. That means you stand up, maybe you put your hands on your hips, squat down, come back up. Okay, let's do it again. Oh, I got number 4 again, and I got 4 spins. So can we spin around in a circle 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Little dizzy.
Okay, that was pretty fun. So now we can call it a day on that.
So friends, I'm gonna remind you guys to share your party invitations that we worked on last week with your friends and family. And also this week, you guys can share your friendship drawings with people around your house or your friends. So our time has come to an end today, and we're gonna sing the Goodbye Jumpstart song. 1, 2.
Goodbye, Jumpstart. Goodbye, Jumpstart. Goodbye, Jumpstart. It's time for us to part.
All right, yay, bye friends. See you next time.